Hi friends, a little update from us here at Kangaroo Ground in Melbourne. Some good news to start. Before COVID, 2,000 language groups still needed Bible translation to begin. But the pace of new projects starting has really picked up. So that number has finally dropped to below 1,000. Despite that, more than 1.5 billion people still don't have a Bible in their language or what they need to use and apply it. So there's still a lot of work yet to be done.
Here at SAL Australia, we're training people in linguistics so that they can go and work with communities who want to develop resources for their languages and begin Bible translation. One of our recent students, Matt, is a CMS missionary who's been living with his family in an Aboriginal community for a number of years. The community have asked him to help them translate some Old Testament scriptures. He says, studying translation theory while helping translate the Guin Psalms has been a gift. Each breakthrough reminds us why we persevere. Seeing people grasp that God is truly with us in affliction, just as he was with King David, fuels our work. Another of our graduates, another Matt, is working in Vanuatu, and he expresses really well why we do Bible translation. He says, Bible translation is not just about intelligibility, it's about identity and connection. Many people in Vanuatu can read the Bible in a language of wider communication, but can feel that God stands at a distance or that he's just the God of the white people. But when people read in their own language, it's different. As a local colleague told us, it feels like God is really speaking to me in my own language. Most of the languages that still need translation work are not yet written languages. So, as well as teaching at SAL Australia, I'm working with a group of linguists from around the world developing a tool that will help communities to develop and improve their writing systems to make the language easier to read and write.
I'm still working remotely with the Papuan Malay translation team. People are using the books that we've published in print and on the YouVersion Bible app, and we're on track to have the complete New Testament dedicated sometime in 2028. There's still a lot of work to do between now and then, getting the last few books checked and making sure we're using key biblical terms consistently across the New Testament. In March this year, the fifth and final set of Sunday school lessons in Papuan Malay was launched. So this means we now have a full year's curriculum covering the biblical story from creation through to the early church, with Bible stories, memory verses, songs, activities and crafts. And the distribution team are busy training teachers from different denominations in using the curriculum.
One of the challenges for Bible translation around the world is the need for more qualified translation consultants to do the final check before a Bible book is published. We're happy to be part of a pool of consultants working with translation teams in Indonesia. Most recently, we worked on 1 and 2 Thessalonians in Terhit language, and in August I did the face-to-face check in the village.
The Apostle Paul's long and windy Greek sentences are difficult to translate into Papuan languages, but the team did a great job. One of the community members involved in the check said, "The Indonesian Bible is in really formal Indonesian. With this Terhit translation, we can understand better." Another Terhit speaker said, "I give thanks to Paul who gave this word of encouragement to us, that if we face challenges, we are not to retreat, but to keep moving forward. I'm so grateful from the time Paul first sent this letter to the church in Thessalonica all the way up until today. Now, at last, the letter to the Thessalonians has reached our village."
Well, thank you so much for partnering with us and with our brothers and sisters around the world who speak minority languages. We really appreciate your prayer and financial gifts, and we couldn't do it without you. See you next time.